right, that wasn't good enough. Let's do it again. Just kidding. If everyone could please stand and turn and face the flag of the United States of America and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You can be seated. There's a round of applause for that. Good evening again. My name is Matt Schaefer. I'm very proud to stand here before you as the principal of Larry A. Ryle High School. We come together this evening as a school and a community for the commencement ceremony for the class of 2022, Mr. Ryan. Okay, we've got it. So again, we come together this evening as a school and a community for the commencement ceremony for the class of 2022. Before we get started this evening, I would like to have a moment of silence for the elementary students and teachers from Uvalde, Texas. So please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished guests seated on stage. Mr. Matt Turner, former principal of Larry A. Ryle High School and superintendent of the Boone County Public Schools. Board member, Ms. Julie Pyle. Board member, Dr. Maria Brown. Board member, Mr. Keith Collins. And board member, Mr. Jesse Parks. Behind them, we have Assistant Superintendent, Ms. Kim Best. We have Executive Director, Ms. Kathy Rootman. And Assistant Principal, Ms. Morgan Moss. This handsome Italian gentleman that's walking on the stage, Mr. Tony Pastora. To my left, Mr. Andrew Dusing, Assistant Principal. Ms. Michelle Schilling, one of our guidance counselors. Mr. Eric Arkenberg, one of our school counselors. Ms. Liz Tackett, one of our school counselors. Mr. Cody Ryan, Assistant Principal. It is now my privilege to introduce and recognize some very special members of tonight's audience. Several members of the class of 2022 have made the honorable decision to enlist in a branch of the United States military. Would those students please stand so we can show our appreciation for your decision? So those students that are joining them. Thank you. At this time, I would like to ask all active or veteran members of all branches of the United States military to please stand and join our students. So students, please. We appreciate your service to our great country. Thank you. We appreciate your service to our great country. We hold your acts of patriotism, sacrifice, duty, and honor in the name of the United States of America in the highest regards. Graduates, your parents and guardians share this evening with you. Their pride and joy in your achievements reflect their support, encouragement, and love. A special thanks go to each mom, dad, guardian for entrusting your most valued possession, your children, into our care. It has truly been a pleasure. It has truly been a pleasure for them to be with us at Ryle High School. Mom and Dad, guardian, on behalf of your children, congratulations on a job well done, and thank you for the patience and perseverance in raising your child the right way. At this time, I would like to ask all parents and guardians of graduating students to please stand, and please give them a round of applause. To the class of 2022, your teachers also share tonight with you in a very special way. Their dedication, hard work, scholarship, and commitment have served to challenge you, setting before you a standard of which your efforts could be measured. For you, I publicly salute and thank them. They care more about you and work harder than you'll ever know. I am very proud of all of our teachers. Would the Ryle faculty and all teachers in the audience please stand to be recognized? Distinguished guests, fellow administrators, teachers, parents, friends, and most especially members of the graduating class, as principal, it is indeed my honor to share with you the joy of this special occasion. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Ryle Band under the direction of Mr. Joseph Craig for our musical reflection. Delivering the charge to the senior class is Mr. Andrew Dusing, an assistant principal at Ryle High School. Mr. Dusing has been an assistant principal at Ryle for 10 years and is the most tenured principal at Ryle. Mr. Dusing is a model educator and works tirelessly in order to assist our students in any way possible. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Andrew Dusing to the stage.
Thank you, Mr. Schaefer, and thank you, class of 2022, for the opportunity to speak to you today. It's my pleasure to serve the Ryle community for the last 10 years. Most rewarding to me is seeing our young people in action. I believe we could do a much better job of recognizing these young people sometimes. Sometimes I think we're distracted by the noise, or the loudest, or the most absurd. We often hear that phrase, kids these days, in reference to the new generation of adults. That maybe they're not up to par, they fall short, or they're worse than the generation that came before them. Kids these days. I always smile when I read or see these things, because this is crazy talk. You see, one of the reasons I love my job is that I have a front row seat to greatness each and every day. The class of 2022 is absolutely no exception. I am so incredibly proud of the greatness I have seen from them over the last 4 years, 2 of which were COVID years, their sophomores and junior year. Grit, perseverance, ingenuity, thoughtfulness. Let me tell you about kids these days in reference to the class of 2022. The most populated student section in Northern Kentucky for home football games, bar none, 2 years after COVID. Our senior leaders were able to rally the troops, providing camaraderie, fun, and a sense of community. We did have to have a few conversations about student section expectations, but other than that, and nonetheless, they were incredible. 4 National Merit Scholars, kids these days. 842 dual enrollment classes taken. This equals 2,500 credit hours, and all of these students were at or above ACT benchmark. Kids these days. 142 career certifications across all disciplines, such as welding, electricity, automotive, diesel, health science. 13 Governor Scholars awardees, 2 Governor School of the Arts, 2 Governor School for Entrepreneurs. A typical school might have a handful of this. Kids these days. 3 students that sit before you today have already earned their associate's degree before leaving the hallways of Ryle High School. Kids these days. 1 student sitting before you today won the Bill Gates Scholarship and will be attending MIT in the fall. 9 students have earned the seal of biliteracy, meaning before leaving high school, they are fluent or proficient in another language. Kids these days. 8 of these students have made the honorable choice to join the armed forces. Of these 8, 1 has earned the appointment to the Air Force Academy, and another one to the West Point, the most rigorous and challenging application process in the nation. Kids these days. On August 19th, we had a senior in a very bad car accident. He broke his jaw, fractured his pelvis, broke an ankle, and suffered a traumatic brain injury. After 25 days in the hospital, learning to speak again and rehabbing his body, he went home. He returned to school after 3 months. This student always had the dream of attending West Point. However, due to his injuries, he missed the deadline. He could have given up. He could have thrown in the towel. But he didn't. Instead, he applied to 2 or 4 of the other senior military institutions, and I am proud to say he was admitted into the prestigious Citadel. Kids these days. Roughly $5 million awarded to college or post-secondary programs. And one student sitting before you started her own pet portrait business, painting canvases for those who own pets. And most importantly, she donates a significant portion of her proceeds to the SPCA each time. 11 KMEA all-state band students, most from any high school in Northern Kentucky and most in Ryle history. 40 Northern Kentucky Select Band members, most of any school in Northern Kentucky. Both of the 2 upper concert bands were distinguished groups at assessment, and the Honor Wind Symphony was exemplary. The top high school band in Northern Kentucky. Kids these days. Before you today sits Miss Kentucky Volleyball, first in Ryle history. 2 individual state wrestling champions. First team all-state soccer player, 2 individual golf championships. Second on the men's basketball team is leading scorer in school history. The KHSAA Athlete of the Year in track and field for the state of Kentucky. Kids these days. Over 8,000 hours in community service, well above the required amount for graduation. And amongst your ranks is a student who volunteered 540 hours of community service, supporting the arts in our community. Another student, 296, volunteering her time, leading small group worship and teaching at church. Kids these days. Members of this class have also experienced some heartbreaking loss. And I watched their peers and their classmates provide love, support, and encouragement beyond what I thought a high school student was capable of. And this is the tip of the iceberg. This does not account for the day-to-day leadership, kindness, perseverance, and integrity I have the privilege of seeing each and every day. So, class of 2022, you kids these days, keep being awesome. It has been an honor working with you and for you. And in the words of your great Ryle student section, I believe that you will win. Go Raiders, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dusing. I did notice you took out the first words that you initially, he said, someone as good looking as handsome and could surely not be the most tenured member of our men's staff. So students, at this time, I would like to thank you for an amazing year. Your class will always be special to me for so many reasons. In August of 2018, we both entered Larry A. Ryle High School for the first time. For me, I was coming from a principal's role at Pendleton County High School to be an assistant principal in order to be closer to my family. Speaking of my family, some of you have fed my son breakfast at Gray Middle School. Also, this morning when I was finalizing the speech, my son Nolan looked at it and said, "Dad, don't be so dramatic. Just tell them happy graduation, now get out." I think I'll be a little nicer, but it will be short and sweet. In August 2018, this class was entering high school as freshmen, entering a building that was 2 to 3 times larger than your middle school, with big, scary juniors and seniors that you did not know. It was daunting for everybody. High school is tough. It's tough enough alone. However, there were several events that this class had to endure that have been very traumatic. What I've enjoyed most about your class is your unwavering spirit and determination. You have had current and former classmates pass away. This year alone, you had to deal with the passing of Mr. Hine, our beloved choir director, and the deaths of former students and classmates and friends. There was also a point in your schooling at the end of your sophomore year and all of your junior year where the world got flipped upside down. You endured all of these setbacks and tragedies and now sit here as graduates of Larry A. Ryle High School. You have heard me say over the last 4 years that I love you. And that is what I hope you remember the most about being at Ryle High School, that you were loved. Sometimes that love was tough, but know that our goal has always been for you to be a well-rounded person. The Beatles said, "All you need is love." Queen Bee, Beyonce, said, "We ain't got nothing without love." So my charge to this class is that you spread love. The Greeks call it philia. It is the type of love that has nothing to do with romantic attraction. It is often referred to as brotherly love. Our world needs this more now than ever, and you can be that change. You have probably heard the saying, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." Although that's not exactly what Gandhi said, it is a very powerful statement. Our world needs more love in it, plain and simple. We need to see the good in people and believe that there is value in every human being. Every single one of you is fearfully and wonderfully made. As Bruno Mars said, "When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing just the way you are." You could sing if you want to. "And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while, 'cause you're amazing just the way you are." Never forget that. All of you are amazing just the way you are. The events of the last 4 years have hopefully proved to everyone how amazing that you are and how short life can be, and it's too short to spread hatred and be mad. Kane Brown, just hitting all the genres, said, "Never leave 'I love you' left unsaid." So again, my charge to each and every one of you is to lead with love and love each other. You are all destined for greatness. Use your unique talents for good and spread the love that we talked about over these last 4 years. The class of 2022 has helped to lead this change at Ryle High School. The spirit and enthusiasm that you exhibit has been amazing. I'm so proud of every single one of you and so humbled and honored to be your principal. You have taught me so much over these last 4 years. Thank you for allowing me to be along for the ride. Congratulations to the class of 2022. I love every single one of you. Lead with love, spread that love throughout the world. Best of luck in the future, and God bless you. Marshals, at this time, please come forward to begin the presentation of diplomas.
Maya Ann Walton. Brendan Michael Ziegler. Salim Abdallah. Abdullahi Abdirahman. Abdirahman Abdullahi. Ahmed Abdullahi. Austin Michael Akerson. Abigail Opal Alexander. Anna Grace Alexander. Leonardo Hilton Alesh. Caden Alec Alm. Caitlin Kennedy Alstott. Melanie Sophia Alvarez. Vadika Neliesh Kumar Aman. Dominic Christopher Amarillo. Charlie Angeles Garcia. Connor Andrew Armstrong. Maxwell Thomas Arsenault. Sitamika Belarushkanan. Daniel Peter Bailey. Neela Francis Bain. Haley Lauren Baker. Haley Grace Bamonte. Braden Jinsub Barkoltz. Joshua Kip Barnes. Isidro Jr. Barragan Aguilar. Zachary Trent Barth. Isaac Lee Bashaw. Dahlia Basanek. Noah Jacob Bast. Aaron Reese Bateman. Sydney Joe Bates. Cade Edward Bauer. Allison Rose Beers. Jackson Chase Belk. Michaela Kathleen Bell. Sydney Kathleen Bench. Macy McClelland Benedetti. Arabella Michelle Bankin. Logan Quinn Berry. Jacob Alexander Bethel. Halen James Kalitzak Birchall. Alexa Ray Birkenauer. Connor Bryce Bishop. Tyler Alexander Black. Walker Benson Bloodworth. Lauren Carol Bradshaw. Ryan Joseph Brennan. Benjamin George Brinkman. John David Brinkman. Carson Scott Birch. Brianna Nicole Burke. Colby James Cahill. Brandon Joseph Canonico. Nicholas Patrick Carcetti. Kimberly Hithsunmi Carrillo. Brack Corbett Carroll. Madeline Lee Cartwright. Saul Castro. Ian Michael Chastain. Tyler Arthur Chisenall. Ava Ann Cirksena. Dylan William Shula. Juliana Marie Clayton. Lauren Hope Clements. Zachary Brian Cobb. Montez Donald Cody. Sarah Marie Coker. Cody Michael Combs. Joshua Wade Conley. Parker Blake Coop. Kara Rose Cowens. Hayden Joseph Cox. Cadence Ann Crouch. Hunter Charles Riley Crupper. Beatrice Cruz. Jordan Nicole Chikaukas. Sorry. Natalie Grace Curry. Carter Joseph Davidson. Landon Hunter DeLauder. Summer Riley Denigan. Robert Brian Depew. Bryce Adler Dick. Kaya Jensen Deal. Agapao Diaz. Helia Roslyn Den. Alan Puchitam Detet. Morgan Renee Doctor. Hope Angeli Donahue. Zachary Jordan Dornoff. Gabriel Sebastian Doherty. Noah Wayne Duke. Molly Sheridan Dunn. Cole Edward Dupree. Alexis Lee Edwards. Austin Michael Edwards. Isaac Thomas Eibel. Gianna Elizabeth Edwards. Mackenzie Ariana Edwards. Lauren Elise Eldridge. Dylan Tyler Elliott. Jason Logan Elliott. Mitchell Charles Emberton. Hayden Nevea Emerald. Jamaria Bell. Kristen Lee Erickson. Patrick William Erickson. Faith Renee Evans. Melina Jo Fangman. Adelaide G. Finn. Luke Edward Pfister. Sarah Elizabeth Fitzpatrick. Trevor Thomas Flake. Gilbert Lee Fleek. Dylan Patrick Flickinger. Sabrina Marie Flowers. Dylan Robert Fote. Benjamin William Fox. Aubrey Catherine Franzen. Aiden Nicholas Furnish. Joshua Paul Furtado. Sophia Reagan Gale. Ryan Thomas Gallagher. Gerardo Garcia. Yasmin Yalitza Garcia. Casey Mary Gibson. Kirsten Nicole Goddard. Destiny Jean Good. Cole Benjamin Grant. Tally Marie Green. Brandon James Gregory.
Congratulations, neighbor.
Connor Logan Griffey. Avery Elizabeth Griffin. Kaya Evan Griffin. Keely Marie Griffin. Logan Adam Grow. Arushi Gupta. Cassidy Paige Hafley. Kayla Elizabeth Ham. Kara Sue Harden. Jaden Javon Harge. Kaylin Emily Harmon. Christopher David Harpum. Angelina Faith Harris. Tyja Harrison. Montana Nicole Hartley. Kelly Adrian Helton. Shelby Jean Hensley. Victoria Herringer. Ariana Gabriela Hernandez. Sabrina K. Hinkle. Colin David Hitch. Taylor Nicole Hodges. Elizabeth Beverly Hoffman. Jonathan Carter Ho. Hanuka Horiuchi. Haley Claire Rose Huber. Devonte Amar Hughes. Sean Michael Hurst. Gabrielle Marie Hudson-Pillar. Isaiah Michael Hutton. Preston Scott Ennis. Shane Nicholas Irvine. Kira Reese Ispel. Brittany Shea Jaquay. Luke Alexander Jenkins. PJ Johns. Aaron Nicholas Johnson. Abby Meredith Johnson. Dante J.W. Johnson. Madeline Elise Johnson. Zachary James Judd. Nicholas John Kalman. Reagan Paige Kalenin. Cadence Nicole Kaiser.
She was worried about it.
Caitlin Brianna Jacob. Madeline Paige Jansen. Jamal Bilal Cade. Daniel Ryan Kessler. Ava Elizabeth Kidd. Daniel Lanier King. Gavin Lee King. Mackenzie Elizabeth Cook. Mason Andrew Colesmith. Renee Nicole Kopser. Tracy Kayembe Kamwimbi. Hafsa Mohammed Kasim. Haley Me Kawanui. William Vincent Lampkin. Matthew Douglas Landfrey. Christopher Patrick Lanier. Ethan John Lawson. Haleen Mai Lee. Elizabeth Grace Ledford. Grace Si Jing Lemkul. Daniel Lynn. James Stewart Lindeman. Jacob Matthew Line. Jake Michael Little. Andrew Lang Liu. Dylan Michael Lachelle. Dylan Thomas Logan. Carson Thomas Loki. Benjamin John Lorson. Elena Faith Lachavo. Vijay Luong. Brooklyn Anise Lytle. Sarek Kermit Maggard.
Christopher Lee Maines. Carson James Mann. Nicholas Gregory Mann. Liana Danielle Markham. Dulce Liliana Marquez. Landon Clay Marshall. Tayshawn Alec David Marshall. Adeline Rose Martin. Kendall Cherie Martin. Ader Jose Martinez. Matthew Lawrence Mason. Sarah Ann Mason. Morgan Brooke Masters. Brianna Sue Mays. Luke Alexander McComas. Jonathan Riley McCullough. Benjamin Garrett McDaniel. Christian Edward McDowell. Madeline Elizabeth McGuire. Coleman Gray McIntyre. Claire Michelle McKay. Lillian Cordelia McManama. Robert Thomas Metters. Shia Zane Moulet. Madison Avery Melvin. Eric Mendoza. Julian Meneses. Aiden Michael Middendorf. Jesse Austin Lee Milburn. Brooklyn Nicole Miller. Allison Renee Munning. Maxwell Cameron Mogadam. Elena Justine Moore. Olivia Grace Morgan. Aaron Andrew Motomura. Peyton McKenna Mounts. Tristan Michael Musson. Riley John Myers. Allison Nicole Nagel. Morgan Kate Nance. Colson Scott Neese. Emily K. Neese. Jaden Marie Cavins. Seth Michael Newton. Anna Bohan Wynn. Chaomi Hua Nguyen. Ivy Gu Nguyen. Lily Nook Nguyen. Adam Zachary Nichols. Jeremiah Charles Niemer. Taylor Mackenzie Oldenkamp. Paige Hunter Oliver Holbrook. Logan William Orlando. Ethan James Owen. Dejanay Leanne Palmer. Malia Marie Parker. Madison Sue Parsons. Divi Bhavish Patel. Dia Paresh Patel. Mishwa Bipin Patel. Michelle Patino Galan. Austin Lee Peace. Connor Lee Peak. Camila Perez Delgado. Alexis Reyna Perrin. Christopher Logan Phillips. Thimby Sekou Pearson II. Amber Marissa Ho. Jenna Noel Points. Colton Ray Pollard. Anna Renee Prince. Audra Lane Prophet. Navia Probst. Benjamin James Putnam. Sophia Quesada. Madison Marie Robbie. Connor Riley Race. Callie Avery Randolph. Lauren Elizabeth Rollins. Rosalind Aaliyah Ray. Madison Dawn Rector. Duncan Neil Redmond. Alexi Grace Reynolds. Kalen Jack Reynolds. Lily Angelina Rice. Reagan Ashley Rich. Audrey Elise Richards. Cameron Robert Ridge. Blake Michael Reif. Elsie Lynn Riney. Abigail Maria Roark. Donovan Miles Robinson. Carlos Rodriguez Ortiz. Aaron Bailey Rowland. Haley Ann Rowland. Grace Marie Romelli. Nadia Yvonne Rosales. Ajane Evelyn Sue Ross. Gavin Cole Rourke. Courtney Alexis Rudolph. Connor James Sadler. Brian Sanchez Hernandez. Danielle Tate Sanford. Lucas Martin Sarian. Alexis Michelle Sasher. Gabriel David Savage. Sarah Sawai. Brianna Lynn Sherberg. Aiden Brian Schneider Grant. Alyssa Morgan Schneider Grant. Benjamin Joseph Schuler. Lainey Michelle Schumacher. Brooke Ellen Schwartz. Houston Ford Scott. Maxwell Matthew Seal. Garrett Christopher Siebert. Justin William Seater. Elise Riley Sargent. Tyler Joseph Sickmeyer. Jonathan Chandler Segrist. Shaylee Rianne Silvers. Victoria Kira Page Simpkinson. Skylar Nevea Sloan. Braden Daniel Smith. Cameron Michelle Smith. Jameson Alexander Smith. Sierra Ann Smith. Paige Elise Snyder. Hadi So. Kaylee Catherine Stankin. Macy Carmen Stanton. Lindsay Michelle Starnes. Madison Renee Starnes. Randy Rayshawn Steele. Alan Yasuhiro Stevens. Olivia Paige Stevens. Braden Nicholas Stewart. Zachary Ryan Stoltz. Rachel Brooke Strode. Emma Rose Sullivan. Jason Michael Sutcliffe. Jack Thomas Tagger. Zachary William Talman. Samuel Paul Taylor. Kylie Renee Terry. Maya Jo Faith Thomas. Jessica Jayana Thomas. Abigail Ashley Todd. Serenity Alexandria Tolliver. Ariana Grace Torres. Ricardo Torres. Charlotte Amy Tolles. Lily Paulina Trigo. Joe Eric Trejo. Grace Carrie Trosper. Lucy Hope Trump. Cameron Elizabeth Tubb. Joshua James Lee Turner. Caitlin Teresa Turner. Brandon O'Neill Tyler. Nicolo Dean Urso. Hunter Wayne Vaughn. John Braden Weiss. Michael Nicholas Vitas. Dylan Cole Wychulis. Jackson Robert Wainscott. Ashley Jaden Wanstrat. Sophia Grace Ward. Garrett Ethan Warman. Avery Ann Wathen. Basil Khalid Wazwaz. Elena Michelle Webb. Isaac Thomas Webb. Samuel Tate Webb. Bethany Sue Weber. Kara Elizabeth Weber. Clayton Robert Webster. Carly Ann Weiss. Benjamin Kirk Wesley. Elizabeth Catherine West. Lauren Elizabeth Whaley. Elena Diette Wheatley. Lauren Elizabeth Williams. Nikki Jean Williams. Daniel Jace Willis. Amanda Kate Willman. Ayla Gray Wolf. Brooke Audrey Yates. Nathan Robert Yowen. Joseph Elijah Zabik. Aubrey Ann Zapp. Richard Zhang. Anthony Zhu. Serenity Leanne Ziegelmeyer. Samuel Zilberg. Jackson Frank Mixon. Sydney Claire Ziliox. Nathan Thomas Zirkel. Luke Michael Zurad.
Students, please stand. At this time, please move the tassel on your cap to the left, signifying your graduation from Larry A. Ryle High School. Ladies and gentlemen, by the recommendation of the faculty of Larry A. Ryle High School and by the authority vested in me by the Superintendent and Board of Education, I present to you the graduates of the class of 2022. Marshals, please come forward to begin the processional.